Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Prancing Pony Podcast Plays. I'm glad you could join. Oh, I've got the wrong caption up. Well, I hope that wasn't there the whole time. Welcome, welcome. Hope your Saturday's going well. And just thanks again for joining me for today's stream. I'm going to be getting back into Lord of the Rings Online. Going to probably call an audible and maybe jump ahead a little bit because the quest that we were on last time, the water wheels and all of that, I'm probably gonna have to be checking the wiki the whole time. So instead of going through that, I'm gonna probably move ahead to the forward to the next chapter or forward to the next book. So in the meantime, any questions, anything going on in the Tolkien world that you're interested in talking about? You want to ask questions about the show, about any of the shows, or about the mood or anything like that? In the meantime, Tolkien's Mithril, that's a great username. Yeah, just from Felagoth. Yeah. Don't leave the path. Well, I will come back to it. I will finish. I was just looking at the epic quest line on the LotRO wiki, and it's like, well, we've finished all of volume 1. Obviously, we finished volume 2. We've done the prologue through book 6. We're now in 7, 8, and 9, and the epilogue we're in 8, and we can finish up with only 2 more quests: the Relic and Nala, 3 Relic and Nala Doom, and 2 more. But I think if I move to book 9, so not moving on to the next volume, but just the next book, then we can start that, and then I can go back and finish the Khazad-dûm stuff, off camera, so to speak, because it's annoying. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, good to have everybody here. Yeah, it does appear that way. There's no official release. Just we had somebody who says they were working on it and no longer are. So I'm not surprised. It's a big investment. I bet that's making Standing Stone Games sort of relax a little bit. Yeah. You had to convince your 9-year-old that no, Corey and I are not the same. My goodness, if I could only have half the knowledge of Middle Earth that he does. Oh, Catherine, I'm very sorry. Yeah. Goodness. Thanks for joining us today. Real heavy times. Folks, it's just a reminder, enjoy what we have when we have it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into the game in a little bit. But if any have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Let us know. Again, we've got the moot coming up in just 7 weeks or so, something like that. And then, of course, we're wrapping up our run on Eldarion and Arendis. So if you have questions on that, questions on the TTT as we move into things like the Men of Darkness and all the other new things that we're covering there. But yeah, if any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, and then we'll move on in. Yeah, I agree with you, Glorfingway. I mean, LotRO's dedicated fan base is something else. My hope is that with Amazon's cancellation, it might bring in more people, new folks, new players to the game. Combine that with like the 64-bit servers and everything to help with stability and everything. Watching their LotRO marathon and PPP plays wow, that's like LotRO times 3. It's like, those Death by Chocolate cakes where you got like the chocolate cake with the chocolate chips and the chocolate frosting. That's sort of what you're doing today, Erica, but with LotRO. So, all right. Well, I'm not seeing a lot of questions in the chat, so I think I'm going to go ahead and head over to the game itself. We will probably not start with Hilbern and the continuing adventures of Hilbern. We're going to run onto one of my alts and take a look and see if I can make some jewelry, because I think we need to make some stuff. He's level 66 now, I think, and we might have the opportunity to make some more useful things. I think. I just don't remember whether we already looked at that or not. So, all right. Did I hydrate, Katie? Yeah, I've got my water bottle right here. Plenty of it. One can never have too much LotRO. That is a truism right there. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the game. Let's take a look. So that does mean, of course, I'm going to turn off the show on stream for the chats. That means Twitch and YouTube won't be seeing each other's chats, but I think you all will survive. Let me go ahead and add the second camera and turn that on. We'll go ahead and get over to the game here in just a moment. I will, of course, still have chat up. And more than that, I have my chat with Katie up a little closer so that if something happens, like I lose the stream again, we'll get that information, more quickly. All right, so indeed, Hilbern is level 66. We'll pop in real quick just to see if he's got anything else that one of my other alts can make for him, but that's always a fun thing to do every now and then. I think we looked at 65, and there were some things that I couldn't really do. But let's take a look. It's always nice to have crafting alts for things. Even after 11,000 hours. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. Though over the course of, 20 years, 19 years, I should say, that's not too bad. All right. Sure enough, level 66. So I don't think I'm going to be able to replace. I mean, I know they're 8 levels below me, but they're teal. And teal stuff tends to last at least 10 levels, but we'll take a look. Certainly not going to be able to get better armor. The Majestic March Warden's armor is a pretty nice set. So we're probably not going to even bother looking at that. But I think we were looking at the rings, right? No, 54, 58, 58, 56. Oh, that's right. We did make a ring. We just could only make one. So we're going to make another one maybe. And that's probably about all we can do. Yeah. All right. Let's pop over real quick. Ooh, not exit game. Just log out. Let's go to my jeweler. Nate, that's not a bad, measure, but what you probably want to do is just look at, look for the core stat that is central to the class that you're playing. So for me as a hunter, I'm looking for things with agility. That's like my number one thing. If I can also get stuff that increases my crit rating or, physical mastery, great. But if I'm playing, let's say, my captain, I want to be looking for things that provide might. If you find yourself dying too quickly, look for things that have vitality. But just kind of know just the 1 or 2 core stats that you're looking for. You don't have to look for too many. All right, I remember now we were in here. So let's see. There may not be anything that we can do. Let's see. I think Supreme. No. Westfold. Yeah, he's level 66 now. So we can make a necklace. A vibrant Kalinard necklace. A fated Kalinard. A will vitality. I really don't care about that. Will isn't that great of a trait for my hunter. What about this one? Might. Also not that great. So, but I'll be able to make him a new bracelets at level 68, maybe. There we go. That'll be a nice thing in a couple levels. I'll make him a couple of bracelets in a couple levels because that's perfect. Not only does it give him agility, vitality, and crit rating, that's perfect. Get a couple of those when I hit level 68. In the meantime, I don't think, the Jewels Guild, the Jewelry Guild is for level 75 at that tier. So what about this one? 58, yeah. 58 to 75 is such a big gap. All right, but we do want to go ahead and make one more Sublime Dawn Rose bracelet. I think it was of Succor, right? Because that's got the physical mitt, maximum morale. The power one, yeah. It's not super useful, though, because it doesn't have what I would have wanted it to have in terms of like agility or anything like that. It's not helping the stats that I really want. So maybe I won't bother. Yeah, okay. Let's take a quick look at armor just to see what level I'll be looking to do stuff with. So my tailor, okay. So when you're talking about armor, you got to first determine what class. because if you've got light, medium, and heavy armor. Light and medium armor is crafted by a tailor, whereas heavy armor is crafted by a metalsmith. So in my case, Halagrim is a tailor, and so he'll be making medium armor for hunters. Light armor would be for like your Runekeeper and Lore Master, stuff like that, magic using classes. And others, but primarily that. All right, so when he does get to 66, so I could light armor is not what I want, except for cloaks. Cloaks are light armor, but medium armor guild, medium armor, there we go. So we could do like brush skirmish boots. Yeah, see that's actually just about the same stuff that he's got now. I mean, we'll make a pair just to see. Do I have any birch tar? Do I have any birch tar? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay. There we go. Just had it a different tier. Okay. So if I do that, and I'm going to make a few, I'm going to make them until I get a crit success. Let me just make sure the other one isn't what I want. So it's got resilient, has agility, vitality, and resistance rating. Vibrant has agility, vitality, finesse, and physical mastery. That's going to be more useful for me. So I'm going to make them until I get a critical success. Got one. Okay. So now I can put my birch tar away. Take a look real quick and see if there's anything else, because that's all we can make there. Oh, thank you for the subscriptions on Twitch, by the way. Appreciate that. Alan makes you stuff. Yeah, well, there we go. I couldn't even name it for you, right? I mean, because when you do critical success, you're actually I've disabled the ability to name stuff, but some things you can actually name when you make the critical success. Yeah, disable item inscription. All right, so let's take a look. I think for cloaks, they're going to be like level 75. Yep, level 75. Okay. So what about the supreme tier? We could do something like a cloak. That's actually a nice cloak. I think since the cloak is your back item, it would replace that one that gives me all that extra XP. That might not be bad, given how quickly I'm moving through things. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to make the High Officer's Hooded Cloak, which is level 58, but there we go. And then let's see, is there anything else at a medium armor? Yeah, that's the thing, the March Warden stuff. I already got Majestic March Wardens for him, so he's set there. And really, until he gets to arguably 72, yeah, there's not a lot that I'm going to be able to make for him yet until we get a little further along. All right, so let's go ahead and that's an alert. It's not mail. Let's go ahead and redeem our silver gift for the day. What do we get? We got some Virtue XP and some Dale Men's Crams. Ooh, boy. We have Dale Men's Crams. More Dale Men's Crams. All right. So we're going to send these to Hilbern. All right. Let's go back over to Hilbern and actually get the game started. The idea was just to kind of show you that one of the things you do when you have crafting alts is make stuff for your people. All right, got a question here. I feel like the last time you made me something, though, Alan, you named it Katie's Always Wrong. No, I think I named it whatever Katie said. Oh, I might have, yeah, like something that I made for you. I might have named Alan is Always Right or something like that. That's quite possible. Good point. Great way to hydrate. It may suck all the moisture out of your body, but it forces you to drink more. Then I do also have a couple keys. The majority of the rating community took the chance of an account suspension to make use of this. We were frustrated, tired. Ah. Oh, yeah. I do remember those loot boxes being introduced. Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and open up the mail. We'll see what Halagrim sent me, right? All right, so let's take a look. When we pull up our character sheet, we'll see if I hover over the boots, the vibrant brushed combat boots, they give me 30 more armor, 2 more agility, 5 more vitality, 20 more finesse, and more physical mastery. So it's one of the rare times where, you know, purple's going to be better than a teal, but it's 8 levels higher. So yes. Boom. So if I could make a whole set of that, I would. But you noticed I only had that one recipe. There's some tiers where getting the recipes is really hard. You have to have rep and you have to buy the recipes and stuff. I'm sure I could do that with Halogram, but I just haven't. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, so the interesting thing here is that Shield of the Hammerhand. Wow. I mean, sure, it's a little more agility if I use the High Officer's hooded cloak, but it's only 12 more agility, and I lose a little vitality, and I lose physical mastery. I lose some crit. Armor value. Wow. Plus experience. No, I'm going to keep that equipped. Never mind then. All right. I'll drop that into my my vault for safekeeping down the road some other time, perhaps as a cosmetic. And then we'll sell the boots. The old boots, not the new boots. The boots that were not made for walking anymore. All right. Let's go ahead and open up a chest. Ooh, some teal earrings. Nice. Yeah, I'll put those on. A hat of the avid birder and some major potions of morale. The major potions of morale, I'm just going to tell you, here's the thing. You can, when you do a morale potion, you can't do another morale potion. So it doesn't do you any good to have like 17 different kinds. And this one that only heals 2.25% per second for 8 seconds is nothing compared to this, which is about 30%. All right, so we're just going to toss that because you can't sell them. We're going to disenchant the hat. Oh, no, we're not going to disenchant the hat because I think I don't have that one. So let's go to cosmetics. Oh, we do already have the hat of the avid birder. So let's disenchant. Okay. And let's open one more and then we'll go on our way. Actually, while I'm doing that, quick poll in the thread or in the chat. Do you want me to try to go back into Moria? Like, it's going to have to be overwhelming if you want that, like 80% or more. Or do you want me to go ahead and go over to Mirkwood and start some of the Mirkwood stuff, whole new region? Have I chance with the King Killer? I have not. I've heard about it, but I've not read it. All right, what else did I get here? We got the Dexterous Gold Bracelet of the Traveler, which is better than the... Actually, for me, that's better than Sublime Dawn Rose Bracelet of Succor because it gives me agility rather than might. So we're going to put that on. And we got another hat of the Avid Birder. So we're going to disenchant the hat. And we're going to put this on in place of the Sublime Dawn Bracelet. Done. And we're going to sell those things. All right. Mirkwood. Yeah, okay, we're doing Mirkwood. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to obviously not cancel the quest because it's an epic. But we know that who we want to go talk to is Haldir because he's got the Book 9. Oh, not the Book 9 forward. I need to do the... Yeah, it is the Book 9 forward. Yeah.
The Golden Host is at last ready to cross the River Anduin.
This is the one. It has taken a great while, Hilbern, but at last the preparations are complete. The Malithrin, the Golden Host of Lothlorien, are now ready to cross the River Anduin and assail the forces of Dol Guldur. I do not yet know the specifics of the plan, friend hunter, but it seems the Golden Host is to have 2 objectives: to bring battle to the enemy in Dol Guldur at a time of our choosing, before he can attack the woods of Lothlorien in force, and to exchange Mazog, the prisoner of the Iron Garrison, for the captives in the dungeons of Dol Guldur. Your aid has been requested for both of these aims. Go now to Imlad Lalaith on the shores of the Anduin and speak to Braiglin there. He will recount to you details of each plan. All right. Now, that's all the way over here, so we're just going to port over because we want to get rolling. Okay. It's quite a face mask there. All right, Braglin.
I had begun to wonder if you would not wish to be part of the first crossing.
Why would I wish to not be a part of this crossing? You have come at last, Hilbern. I had begun to wonder if you would not wish to be part of the first crossing, but I am pleased to see this is not so. See you the river Anduin. Its currents are strong, though this be a calm enough place to cross. And once we land on the far shore, we will need to be ready for anything. The landing may be uneventful, but then it may be tumultuous indeed. It will be up to Fuirgam on the other side of Anduin to ensure that all goes as smoothly as it may. Once we are secure on the beaches, I will arrange for a second crossing to bring the company that will escort our prisoner to Dol Guldur. Are you ready to travel upon the first boats across? Speak with Karangoth down at the docks, if you are ready. Try and remember if the docks are on this side of the bridge or not. I think they are. Yep. There they are. It's a little beautiful elven craft. Look at that. Look at how lovely. That's got to be Galadriel's boat. Did you see that? Let me show you that. So, we're going to be sailing those little dinghies, Good enough. Like the ones that the Fellowship took down the... But look at the Lord and Ladies craft. That is a beautiful ship. Love that. And when you honk its horn, it goes... Ah, ah. Okay. I love the leaves in the water, too. Such a good touch. All right, Kalangoth. If you're ready, board the boat. I know that Fuirgam, in charge of the landing, will be grateful for your assistance on the other side. Here we go to the charming Mirkwood. The enemy will not have abandoned this shore so easily. Better nail this campfire just in case. Oh no, that's where I can cook. That's not a hunter's fire. How was your Halloween? Surprised by the lack of K-pop demon hunters. Oh yeah, no, that's because they were so hard to find. I ordered mine for her ages ago. Assist Fuirgam with his tasks. Is Fuirgam up here? Yeah, there's Fuirgam's aid. And another campfire. Is this a campfire I can set? Nope. So, there are a pair of orc fortifications defending the banks of the Anduin. Durburstazg to our north and Falug a bit further to the south. Eliminate these two fortifications. Bolster our forces attacking the encampments, particularly the assaults upon their gates. Choose one of them. You cannot be in two places at once. Take its gate. Hold it for as long as you can. Do I need to go do that right now? Because a bunch of people just left. Tell me this is the stable. Is this a stable? No, it's not. There's no real way for me to bind a thing here, is there? Is there a milestone or anything here? Guess not yet. Not until we've done some missions, huh? The campfires were not, they were just the kinds where I could cook at. I wasn't able to bind them as, as a location. Not in line of sight. Come on now. So this must be take the gate of one of the orc encampments. Okay. Straightforward enough. Looks like the gate is over here. Oh, I see. And here come the reinforcements. The slow-walking Malathrim soldiers. All right. Okay. I could use your help, dudes. Okay, my guys, come on now. Okay, so yeah, discovering these things is always good. Oh, do not surrender the gate. I see. We got 2 minutes to surrender it, or to survive the battle. Gotcha. So if you'll notice over on the right-hand side where the quest is listed, you'll see a timer. Don't walk away from them or get too far ahead. Okay, thank you for that. It's been a while. Okay. What? What do you mean I fled from the battle? I didn't flee from the battle. I stayed there. I only went with them. So apparently staying with them was not what I should have done. So don't go with the soldiers. It's too late now. Now I got to go back and get the mission again. All right, well. That was mildly annoying. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. See what other quests we can pick up here while we're here. I don't know why it thinks there's still somebody chasing me, because there's not. I mean, I'll take all these quests. These are. My understanding is all these expedition quests will disappear once. Oh. Once these initial stages are done, you won't be able to complete these quests. So I'm going to do them all I can, build that rep up. Come on. So it's not about not getting too far away from the Malathrim. It's about getting too far away from the gate. Okay, more crates. Come on. Are there crates up here, maybe? Yes. No Band-Aids. Just looking for some bandages. Where's the local CVS? There we go. Treat wounded elves. Staunch the bleeding of a severe stomach wound. Wow. He's going to bleed out. Ooh, you bandaged some of his lesser wounds, but he's clearly dying and beyond aid. Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
What can I do for you?
I did not dress up for Halloween. I'm far too old to dress up for Halloween. I'm supposed to talk to Agora, but she's not talking to me. She won't. There we go. Your care is much appreciated. With some rest and healing, most should be able to return to Lothlorien. Those who cannot, we shall be reunited with in ages to come in the furthest west. Lovely.
Mind my words, driver.
So, got to rescue some soldiers as well. Okay, so looking at the map, we've got to do. There's 3 soldiers, the 3 flashing rings. Disrupting, so there's goblin runners that we got to kill in that blue region. And then bridging the gap. 2 bridges that we need to take out. In the meantime, we also have to go back up top here, talk to what's his name, and reset that thing. Hassel, I don't remember if you're talking about Ravanian. I mean, the ION is just land.
Why don't you spare the moments of your time?
Stride forth now and part the ocean, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So let's try the... let's try this again, shall we? Get to the gates. Stay at the gates. Unfortunately, I don't keep all that knowledge in my head, Hassel. I really wish I did, but I would have to look that up in my notes. Oh, Goblin Herder. For a minute, I thought it was one of the Goblin Runners, and I was going to be like, hey, multiple quests at the same time. We like that. There's a Taughash Rider. There's the Malathrim. Durburstask. Come on out, guys. All right, so we just have to hold it for 3 minutes. I'm just going to stand right here in the gate. They're not going to get rid of me. Can't believe I ran away from the gate with like less than a minute to go either. Oh, I'm just following the soldiers. Don't follow the soldiers. Yeah, back when the Valar gifts didn't exist. Okay, 90 seconds to go. We got this. That's right. You had to earn your levels. Well, that's so far we've earned all of Hilbern's levels. Durthal, all of his levels have been earned. Though in fairness, I have used my perks to accelerate that. I don't know if that's fair or not. And Durthal, who's around 80, I think, has earned every one of his. I gotta get back on playing him. Katie, I just accepted your fellowship request. Are you thinking you'll help me speed the process up here? 26 more seconds. That's right, only one Shire. No yonder Shire. Not leaving. We got it. Okay. We have held the gate. So you guys are on your own. Let's just head over there to make it faster.
What do you need? Might you spare a moment's view?
Destroy supply crates. We also need to do forward leaderless. They fall. Defeat Taugash war leaders. Okay. Now I believe we have collected all the quests to collect on this first round. So if we take a look at the map, they're all here in the western portion, right? So we've got the bridges to the south. We've got the goblin runners in that blue stretch, which I'll just go do right now. The three soldiers, and then kill the leaders. So we'll go through that. We'll go on the road, it looks like, directly to the east until we've killed 3 goblin runners and go take out that leader at the end of the road. Yeah, yeah. Cow on top of a hobbit house. So let's do Passage of Foes and look for a goblin runner. We have to kill 3 of them. There's one. Straight ahead. Looks like he's off the road to the right a little bit. There he is. Hey, you, I need to kill you. Okay. This looks so Mirkwoody. I mean, I love that the twisted nature of the trees. Oh, wait, how did I end up here? No, this is the right road. I just got to find more runners. So let's do another Passage of Foes. Look for the runners. Oh, I think I see one in front of me, actually. Yep, he's coming towards me. Hey, stop running. All right. We do eventually need to make our way down here towards where we're going to get a leader. I wonder if there's another... we can't check yet for another runner. Oh, there's another runner. Ha ha! Convenient. Okay. Now we're going to defeat a Tagash war leader. And there's one right here in this camp. Quite possibly... Oh, let's kill another goblin runner. Why not? Is this the leader? No, it's the rider. Okay, there's a warrior. Let's get you out. Maybe destroy the supply crates? Where's that one? Oh, that's up to the north. Okay. Well, I was really going to run in here and there's like going to be 6 guys standing on either side of the gate. I'm thinking that's the... Nope, that's just a rider. I'm hoping to find the war leader, like, scampering around, checking his troops, but he's going to be deep in the camp, isn't he? That's how it always is. I think I see the war leader off in the distance. I think that's him over there. Yep. So let's take care of his mobs, take care of his local guys. Let's lay a trap. Roll rain of arrows first. Okay. I thought you were already in the fellowship. Don't know what happened, but... Okay, and purge poison. Let's head out of this one. Oh, okay. Crashed and crashed. It happens. Happens to me a lot. Okay. So what we want to do now... Wait a minute. Leaderless, they fall. I thought we already did this. Leaderless, they... Okay, we've already gotten rid of one of those. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. So now, let's see if we can find those soldiers. I love the overgrown nature of this forest. So cool. All right, so we want to make sure... Yeah, there's going to be one up here somewhere, it looks like. Oh. I'm in the wrong area. I bet he's... No, it looks like he must be right here. Odd that there are two warriors right next to each other. I wonder if that's... Well, where is he then? I mean, literally, I should be right on top of... There he is! You can transfer to the same as your fellowship by clicking on this alert. Well, I just did, didn't I? Multiple dynamic layers. You can transfer the same layer as your fellowship leader by clicking on this alert. I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. Maybe it's because I'm the fellowship leader? No. I don't know. Nothing's happening when I push that button, though, Katie, so... Doom, 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 doom. There's the other warrior. Okay, I've transferred leadership to you. And now I can transfer to your layer. Your intervention was most timely. All right. Okay, so now... Whoa, we just rescued him, but now it says I haven't. Because it says I've only rescued one. I gotta wait for him to show back up again, I guess. That's bugged. I think it's because of the layer transfer thing. Well, that's annoying to have already rescued him. No, it's not your fault. Game did what it did. Let's go see if we can rescue the other guy. Oh, Scout saw me. There's the fight. Did it get all light and pretty again after Bonadur fell? Do we know? And if not, where are our headcanons? Yeah, because it was named. What did it get named? It was just Greenwood the Great again, right? I mean, that's after we're talking, after the War of the Ring, after Celeborn led a force in there, right? If I remember correctly. Greenwood the Great. Yep. All right, we got to go rescue that guy a second time because that's how it works. Got to be careful about transferring layers like that in the middle of a quest. Yep. Okay, and then after this, we'll go destroy the supply crates and then capture the bridges, and then we'll have everything turned in. I thought my time in Middle Earth ended. My thanks. Okay, so those are done. Now it's destroy the supply crates, right? So forward out of supply. Yep. So we're going to do that one. So this is in the same one that we once took the gate for, but now we've got to destroy some crates there. I wonder if the Marathon will help me. Well, that's a lot of them. Quite a few of them. Okay, so I'm looking for the supply crates. Are they all in this one? No, there's some in the other one. So I'm not going to be able to do it all in one camp. Sneaking around. All stealthy like. Got a war leader I'm going to have to take out. I love how he's yelling at nobody in particular. Just a grumpy guy. I mean, what do you expect? What else do you expect? He's a war leader. Maybe I will get lucky. Maybe there will be 8 because this is going to take me up to 5. Doesn't look like it, though. Maybe, though. Maybe if I go up in this part of the camp, find some more... another war leader. And no supply crates, though. I could magically gift another franchise with the same effort of world building. Ooh. There's one. Thing is, I really like. I love Asimov's world building and Foundation. It's not quite as detailed, right? Linguistics and all of that, but it's incredibly rich. So I don't know that I could say that. I wouldn't mind, honestly, if Lewis's Narnia had a little more depth to it. I feel almost sacrilegious for saying that. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to get all 8 crates here. All right, so now we just need to capture the western and eastern bridges, and those are to the south. So for now, I'm going to pop in and talk to somebody here and turn this in.
What can I do for you? How can I be of service?
Okay. Oh, hold on. How many? Got a bunch of chats here. Wait to hear dwarf and an elf start counting as the still only counts as one. That's right. I'm not skateboarding on anything. Alan's in the back setting traps. Wow. I find your faith in me. It's because you're always playing with me as a hunter. Play with me as a captain. I'm not setting traps there. Or as my champion.
What do you need?
All right. So we've done leaderless, they fall.
Make your vow.
And out of supply. There's somebody else to turn in. There we go. To Agorin. Okay, so now we just need to... Oh, wait. She's got something else for me now. Rescue a captured soldier. Okay. Where is that one at? That's going to be a daring rescue is there. So perfect as I go down to those... to the bridges. All right. We're going to start with the nearest bridge. Something weird with the chat. There we go. Do I wish he'd completed his time travel story? Of course I do. I would. Anything that he would have completed would be great to see. Oh, I've got another one to pick up. More. Okay. Jam the gate mechanism. Destroy the catapults and ballistae. And defeat the Tagash riders. Okay. Well, that should be fairly straightforward, especially the defeating the particular mobs. I've noticed something. There are no resource nodes either. I've had my, well, at least no Scarn. I haven't done the trees one. I should probably do trees because we're in a forest. I don't think that's the guy I just sensed though. There it is, a scout. Get him. Get the rider. See where we are on the map. Okay, we need to make our way over to the left a little bit to take out that bridge. Oh, is this that other camp? I don't need to go there, though. I need to capture the bridge. This bridge has already been destroyed. So capture the eastern bridge. Oh, hey, why are you guys coming after me? Who are you? Why are you so mad at me? Go away. Completed head count. What was that a deed for? Defeat enemies in the Murk Eaves. 5 points. Don't spend it all in one place. Okay. Wait, hold on. Which one's that? Pharaoh flankers barring the gate is up there. Hold on. Sorry. Trying to see why there's something in that camp. Oh, it's just because there's some riders in there. All right. So we want to we got to go rescue that soldier to the east and then capture the bridge. Oh, another rider. We do want to kill the riders. Oh, didn't mean to draw you. Okay. Let's go find this guy that needs rescuing, huh? Shall we? I think we shall. Should probably grab some food while I'm here. Get some extra regen. Put some fire on my... Okay. What? Who are you? Another rider. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go around because I think the guy that I got to rescue is up there. You got this. Is it bad that I just let that wounded soldier to fight on his own? Is that a terrible thing that I just did? I thought it was funny. Like I've rescued you already. The fact that I have to rescue you again? No. No, that's on you. All right. Mandos is going to have words with me for that one, I'm pretty sure. Get one person to plan my... No, I don't think that is the guy. I've already rescued him. The guy I need to rescue now is in this camp. One person to plan my birthday party. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Gandalf's going to be a better planner. Tom's party is going to be good, but filled with too much poetry for me. Sam would care, but would undoubtedly forget something. I'm going to go with Gandalf. That makes sense, Katie, that I can't really actually do anything with you until I've finished these sort of the epilogue, if you will. Oh, there's a lot of them up here. Oh boy. So I got to be super careful about how I pull these. Otherwise, I'm going to find myself swamped. Skirmisher. So here are the captured soldiers. I just have to rescue a captured soldier. Let us make haste. They should be upon us in a moment. Well, then maybe you need to run faster. Well, I've also defeated all the riders, so that's good. And once I get him out of here, I will have captured a soldier. Then I can go for the other bridge. If we can make it through that gate, we should be free. Well, you can make it through the gate. I'll fight these guys. Run! Leave me behind! Forget about me! I need the XP. Go. All right. What are you going back through the gate, bruh? Thank you. Ranger Oakheart. Should be able to make it back from here. Yes, yes, you should. Especially if you have the ability to just disappear. All right. We're going to head for that other bridge. Oh, wow. Actually, a resource node. I have to grab it just because it's the first one I've seen. Even though that means undoubtedly this guy's going to get aggro. Too much poetry. Well, alliterative verse is different. I'm just not a big fan of tetraic trichometer. It's a very sing-songy thing that Bombadil does. Okay, the bridge is over here. Well, that was kind of a fall. Okay. Let's see. So we want to capture the Eastern Bridge. Let's set that as our quest guide focus so we don't get lost. I like alliterative verse. But what I think is best is different than what somebody else thinks is best, and that's okay. All right. Goblin Scout. These little invisible dudes. All right. Got another one somewhere. Man. All right. And stand still. Stand. There we go. Thank you. Oh, is that the bridge? That's not a bridge. That's not a bridge. Oh, that's a bridge. Okay. Did I just mix Dick Van Dyke and the Swedish Chef? No, that's just Tom Bombadil. This bridge has already been destroyed. So now we need to jam the gate mechanism, which is over there. And that's also where some of the engines of war are. All right, let's do it. Let's do this thing. It's nice to just be in a place where I can fight and not get totally, completely lost. Because I'll tell you, Moria was getting... was making me mad. But I will finish those, I promise. We got to get... I'll get through the Nala Doom one on my own. And then when that's done, we'll pick back up with... I guess it'll be chapter 9. Ooh, I'm in the Windstones. The wilds of Mirkwood. So if you discover all these places, right? The strongholds of evil Mirkwood. We discovered... Oh, no, that's not it. The wilds of Mirkwood. So we discovered the Pack Howler's Hill and Gorograd and Sadmeren. Of course, a lot of these are places we're not going to find for a while because they're way over here somewhere. The Windstones. The Windstones. All right. Yeah, no, you'll end up spending too much time in Mirkwood too, but that's all right. All right, so now we need to jam the gate mechanism, which of course means killing the leader, since he's standing right there. Let's do the little camouflage so we can get a boost to our one-shot. Not that we're going to one-shot him, but you never know. Pretty much. Okay. Now we need to destroy 3 orc catapults and 3 orc ballista, and they're all in this camp that we were in earlier. See, it would have been nice if they told me before, go kill that war leader, and while you're there, also take out 3 ballista and 3, whatever, catapults. I could do it all at once, but no. We want you to go back multiple times. Come on. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. We're actually making pretty good pace here, folks. I mean, we're going to be able to get these done and get the expedition quests knocked out before too long here. He's standing right there, and I just destroyed his ballista, and he just stands there. I do love that. I mean, there's a goblin hurler. I've just destroyed that catapult. He's completely clueless. Oh, now he's moving. Nope, somebody else. All right, once I destroy this ballista. Oh, I can't. That's a catapult. Where's a ballista then? Oh, that guy finally woke up. Looking for a ballista. Oh, maybe up here. Almost certainly up here. Oh, hey, you. Hurrah! All right, we're going to go turn all these in.
What can I do for you?
The Gostannon has been jammed. Well, it will not slow the orcs down for long, but it does not have to. Within hours, the enemy's fortification up there will have fallen, and I will welcome any assault they care to waste against us there.
Megovano.
You need say nothing. I witnessed the smoke rising from the burning engines of the orcs with my own eyes. We shall begin the assault shortly. Before night falls, the murky eve shall be in our hands, and we shall continue our march upon Dol Guldur.
What do you need?
All right. Good, good, good.
Stay among.
Okay, this one will end the assault, so I need to turn in the others.
Megabombs. Megabombs.
Okay. Now that we've done all those, we're ready to do this thing.
Why don't you spare a moment of your time?
Many preparations have been made, in no small part due to your efforts upon our behalf, Hilbern. Fuirgam is prepared to strike against the fortress that overlooks the murk eaves. And with this thrust, we shall claim the banks of the Anduin as our own and drive the orcs forth. Will you aid us in this endeavor? If so, speak with me again when you're ready to depart. So this will end the assault on the murk eaves. If you haven't finished all the quests, they're going to be canceled and no longer accessible. That's why you want to do those expedition quests when you immediately can. Stride forth now and part the ocean of blah, blah, blah. Fuirgam's force is ready to march. It's a solo quest cannot be completed with a fellowship. There we go. Let's do this.
Act of their invasion on Network to a close with an all-out assault upon the hill.
Oh, thank you, Nate. Tasks for rep I can do later, right? I mean, it's just those expedition quests are done. It's like the ones before you go into the doors of Moria, right? There's those little extra quests that once you go through, they're gone. All right, here we go. Defeat the fortress commander. Forwards, Malathrim. Wait.
Forwards, Malathrim. Let the attack begin.
Ha ha. One shot, most of them. Does it? Oh. A troll holds the gate. And now I'm picturing a troll holding a gate in his hand. A troll holds the gate. Da-doom-doom. Ravagers. Clear the courtyard, Malathrim. Let none escape our wrath. Take out a couple Ravagers. We're almost done. We're flying here. Another troll has entered the fray. Really? Where? I see a Ravager. Must be in here. Huh. Not seeing said troll, but... More come from behind. See to your backs. Not seeing any. The Targash commander. There he stands. As he falls, so does this fortress. Victory is at hand. Ooh, he's got a lot of hit points. I'm just going to run away. Wow, he's a tough one. Can I let them take the battle for a while? Do I have like a... Nope, he wants me. Where's my like lay low one? Beneath notice. There we go. I was almost dead. I mean, like, almost dead. Ah, what? I don't want you fighting me. Kill him, people. They can run away. I'm going to die. I think I'm going to die. Okay, I got a little bit back. I'm running. I don't have the ability to take any more potions. So I'm just going to stand here and see if I can burn hot. No. Intent cut. No. None of these things. Come on, man. Run away, maybe? There we go. We got him. We got him. We got him. That was close. I was out of... I couldn't take any more potions. All of them were on cooldown timers. That was close. The Rangers heal. Okay. Well, that was rough.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
Okay. Deed completed. The Mirkwood Landing, right? So. $10 LotRO points.
The Golden Host is ready now to begin the passage.
And now we've got the forward for Book 9, The Dark Shore. All right, chapter 1 plans the Golden Host. Okay, we're going to pick up the rest of the quests. Oh, there's Lily. Hello.
Mind my words, traveler.
And let's take the milestone and grab the stable master.
What can I do for you?
And we'll replace the dolphin view. All right. What time is it here? Yeah, we got a little while longer. Let's go ahead and talk to Bragelin at Imlad Lalaith. So I'm back in Lothlorien for a moment.
The first crossing was a success then. Good.
Okay, and now we're going to get the second company, right? Are you ready to meet the company responsible for the undertaking of bringing Mazog?
The golden coast of Lothlorien has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second smaller party must follow in its wake. These are the elves of the Hidden Guard, chosen to bring the prisoner Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur.
Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined that the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago they once did. They have selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through Mirkwood to Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy in that fortress. I will bring you to these elves, this hidden guard, as they make their preparations. This way, Hilbern, I would introduce you to the hidden guard. Mick, welcome! The hidden guard is composed of 5 elves, chosen for their skill in various disciplines. Oh, no way! I remember these. Well, I remember these from later on in the story. You too will be a member of the hidden guard. I know your help will be valuable. Allow me to introduce Radir, Sigileth, and Achardor, the 3 members of the hidden guard. It is a pleasure to meet you, Hilbern. I know you will be a great asset to us upon this errand. If we are to bring the orc leader to Dol Guldur with the hope that we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners, we must do so in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist a determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. Yeah. I am Sigileth, Hilbern, and I know already of your deeds. You are welcome to accompany us upon this errand, though I have my doubts as to its wisdom. It is a sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own to the cages of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his allies seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it is not the place of Sigileth to question. My brother Fangris was slain by orcs that came down from the mountains, following the company that sought refuge in the Golden Wood recently, and I desire to end Mazog's life myself. It pains me to know we must turn him over to his allies, and I have argued long against it already. I petitioned Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoner, but he denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him did he change his mind. I do not know what she said, but I am grateful to her for it. Now I will keep a close eye upon Mazog for the duration of the journey, and if he gives me the slightest reason, I will take my vengeance upon him. I'm just checking over in chat. Yeah. The elves of the Hidden Guard were chosen for their varied expertise in a number of areas. Sigileth for her skill in melee combat, and Radir for his expert tracking ability. Were it my decision, I might have let Achardor join the main force of the Marathrim, rather than the Hidden Guard, given the recent tragedy of his brother's death. But I am sure Lady Galadriel had her own reasons for speaking on his behalf, and believes he will be an important part of the Hidden Guard. I will bring you to the rest of the company, Hilbern. I will introduce you to Asuriel in Cucheron. Asuriel was offered the strategic oversight of the Golden Host, but I'm moving too quickly. But she turned it down. I do not know why exactly, but maybe she thought others might be better suited for leadership. Welcome, Hilbern. We are the Hidden Guard, formed by order of the Lord and Lady, and it is our mission to bring Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur, there to trade his life for those of the prisoners held in that fortress. Secrecy is our watchword and surprise our ally. Isuriel has told me already of your great deeds. I know you will be a vital member of the Hidden Guard on this journey. My Govanen, Hilbern, it is good to see you again, and I welcome you to the ranks of the Hidden Guard. The knives of Sigileth, the bow of Cucheron, the path knowledge of Radir, and the strong will of Achador will see this mission through, and the friendship between Moria and Lothlorien will be stronger for it. Let the enemy quake when he learns of the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden Guard until we be at the gates of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazog. It will be my pleasure to guide the Hidden Guard across the river on this, the first step of their journey. May it end in victory. We've made the crossing, Hilbern. The dwarves should be just ahead with their captive. Let us greet them and discuss the plans for our journey. This way, Hilbern. The dwarves must be just ahead. I hope Browan and the dwarves understand the importance of this errand's secrecy. The dwarves of the Iron Garrison are not known for their subtlety. The dwarves and their captives are just ahead. I fear they've been waiting a while. Hail, dwarves of the Iron Garrison. I'm Radir of Lorien. You already know my ally Hilbern, a hunter of great worth and bravery.
We do. I am Broin, son of Broger, and these are the brothers Greyhammer. We go to Dol Guldur to trade the Orc Mazog for the freedom of my cousin Bori. Am I to understand you know the paths of this unpleasant forest?
I know the ways of Mirkwood, for I trod them long ago to the very foundations of Dol Guldur. The elves of my company, the Hidden Guard, will bring Mazog there by these paths.
You will not make it a league. The orcs of Mirkwood will descend upon you and free me. Latugadu Murspagu.
He is frightened, though it be not of us. Think you so, Asuria?
It is the strength of we dwarves that frightens him. Surely it is.
Mazog is frightened of being brought to Dol Guldur.
But why? Are his allies not there? What could cause him to fear that place? That makes me all the more eager to bring him there. Let him quake upon the road. Come here, Hilbern. At last we're underway, Hilbern. If you have faith in these elves, this Hidden Guard, then I will as well. May our journey through Mirkwood be swift, and our return trip be the swifter, with Bori and the other captives hale and hearty.
Okay.
For good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey. The success of the Hidden Guard's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
Oh, very much upon secrecy. We must ensure that the orcs of Mirkwood do not learn of Mazog's presence beneath the eaves, or they will surely launch an attack upon us in such number we cannot repel them. To the southeast are two forts from which the orcs of Mirkwood maintain a watch over this part of the forest. Search any coffers you find at Madhul Ulur and Ashur's Maufulug for orc communications, and defeat any of the Taugash you find in the Mirkeeves as you do. If you can return to me with any plans or messages that mention Mazog, we can determine how to proceed. If they are aware that we have brought him out of Moria, we may need to act quickly to survive. All right. We are rapidly approaching the end of the stream, though, so let's just take a look real quick. Patrolling the beach. So that's going to be where we get the tokens. Plant the banner at Falug. That's to the south directly to the south. The rumor of Mazog is pretty far in. Well, I guess not. Oh, I think the two to the southeast are these two. All right. I don't imagine why we're talking about going all the way over there. Okay. Yeah, this is probably as good a spot as any to wrap up. Let me go ahead, at least to wrap up for the game, you know. Let me go ahead and kind of clean up inventory a little bit. We know some things are going to go straight into my materials folder that my alts will enjoy using. And then the rest can be sold. Okay, so let's go ahead and sell the rest. Of course, no repair. And oh, let's do one more. Let's do one more treasure chest here since we got it. Keen Sword of the Traveler. Is that better than a Keen Stiletto? No. I mean, it's the same, right? I get the same agility. Oh, a little bit more vitality. Better crit defense and a resistance rating. You know what? I'll use that. Why not? Gives me a slightly higher chance of parrying as well. Oh, no, I don't want it to replace my legendary, though. That's insane. Keen Stiletto of the Traveler, Keen Sword of the Traveler. All right. Then what do we get here cosmetically? Trousers of the Avid Birder and some utterly useless potions of power. Let's just get rid of those. Trash. All right, let's go and see if under shared storage under cosmetics we have... No, now we have some trousers to go with the hat, the pack, and whatever else we get next, and a sophisticated birder's accessory, whatever that may be. All right. Oh. So that last sword. Exit the game, and we're going to continue in chat. All right, and I can turn on the chat on the stream as well. That'll help. Okay. My goodness. That was a little more intense. I mean, there was a lot of... I couldn't check the chat very often, so I probably missed quite a bit. 56 different mounts. My goodness. I don't know that my computer problems have been fully resolved, Nate. I've made some tweaks that have helped. I basically cranked up my fan speed to where they're always running at full speed. That appears to have helped. So maybe it's some heat management. I need to probably open up the box and, you know, see what I can do. But that has not completely solved it. It's still, yesterday, for example, crashed twice while I was playing No Man's Sky for like 20 minutes, you know? So I don't know. It still seems random, and I've tried everything in the... I've updated the BIOS. I've just done everything I can think of, but in Arch It. What's wrong with in Arch It? That's a fun intro, you know? Oh, man. Ah. Well, while Katie is taken by surprise that you can ride a horse in the intro, does anybody have any questions before I wrap up? I'm sorry the camera keeps moving. I'm bumping into the support structure with my boom arm, and I don't know why. I have to figure that out. Well, you know, not during the stream, of course. I have liquid cooling for the CPU, and that's max, but I also have, you know, chassis fans. And obviously the water cooler leads to a fan, right? I mean, that's how it keeps the the liquid cooled. So all the fans are at max, and that's helped. But it could be any number of things, right? It just could be dust built up or something. I mean, it's kind of a pain to remove the box from the desk. So the way it sits is it sits under my desk on a bracket so that it is off the floor. And that way, when I do the sit stand with the desk, the computer moves with it. Yeah. The cooler for the CPU is just an all-in-one. Little Hilbern in Dol Guldur. Yeah, it's gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon. Yeah. Yeah. Never done full blown. I don't overclock anything though. So because I don't overclock, I don't really need to go with like super fancy. Like custom liquid cooling, overclock my GPU, and what SLI 2 GPUs or something. I don't need to do that. So especially for a game like LotRO, it's 18 years old. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. Really an enjoyable session. I'm grateful to be out of Moria, even if it means that I'm in Mirkwood. Excuse me. Yeah, SLI. Definitely showing my age. I mean, I SLI'd a pair of 3DFX Voodoo cards back in the day, so that's really showing my age. Yeah, fun stuff. That's what I thought. Most recent addition to my shelves. Well, I've got a 4080, so of course I didn't even look into SLIs. Newest addition to my shelves, probably the Bavarium fragments, which I have not yet read. Statue-wise, the new ones are still in their boxes. I've got to do. I've got a number of boxes. I got to do an opening one of these days. But that's the Bavarian Fragments is the newest book. Along with, of course, this pre-release version of Tower in the Ruin. This is coming out in hardcover. This is an advanced reading copy. Very much looking forward to talking with Mike Drought next week, as a matter of fact, about that book. Yeah. It is truly an expansive game. Yeah, I mean, you're really just getting the core as I go through, because you're getting just the epics for the most part. I mean, I pick up these tangential missions that are easy to do because I'm on that same quest line, but I'm not spending hours in a region in order to do all the tasks. Oh, Kim, I was able to get the book early because we're interviewing Mike. So when I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, we'd like to talk to you about Tower in the Ruin," he goes, "Oh, that'd be great. Let me get my publisher to send you an advance copy." But it's not it's not been final proofed or anything like that. So that's a fair point. Maybe I'll look into screen recording, maybe, and then we can at least post that as a separate video. Oh man, pardon my God, so sorry. Slow as a Sarah Oakart through Archit, and now there's horses. Yeah, looking forward to talking with him. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about that. Probably won't, just because, well, as Katie points out about bandwidth, just the time it takes to edit everything and turn it into a video and then upload the video and caption the video, and so we'll see. But I might be able to. I just have a lot going on with in the middle of a TTT series, it's always a lot harder to add extra stuff, because, well, I'm in the middle of writing those, right? So when that's on hiatus for the 3 weeks that I get between each series, which usually for me is about 2 weeks before the end of a series, it's definitely a bit of a busy time outside of that hiatus. The other host for my interview with Dr. Drought will be Sarah. In fact, we wanted to make sure it got out before his book releases, and his book releases on December 7th. So we are dropping that interview on the 23rd of November. So 3 weeks from tomorrow. And then, of course, we have the Thanksgiving weekend off. And we'll come back for episodes 8 and 9 in Aldarian and Arendis, and then take off the 2 weeks for the holidays and come back for episodes 10 and 11 on Aldarian and Arendis. So that'll go all the way through January 11th before James comes on board. And those will be the only weeks this season that we skip, right? We're not going to take an Easter break or 4th of July break this year because we can't, the way the schedule is falling. But yeah, we're going to have James come on after that, and we'll go. Let's see. Yeah. Just catching up real quick. Sorry, the music from the game is stuck in my head. Yeah, there are some other books coming out. In fact, Sarah and I just did a mini interview with Don Marshall. He's releasing J.R.R. Tolkien, The Father of Modern Fantasy. That comes out here in another month or so. Should be a lot of fun. But yeah, looking forward to it. So Kingly Gifts, definitely a thing. I mean, we already did, I think we did a Kingly Gifts on, no, that's it. Those are just those two for now. But we'll have plenty more, of course, as the season goes on. Yeah, I need more shelves too, Hassel. I hear you. I mean, this was, these 4 segments are about as big a thing as I can get. I could, in theory, put a 5th segment over there, but then the door wouldn't open because, it would stick out a foot and go almost all the way over to the wall. So realistically, I can't do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to. I think I've got a couple shelves that I can fiddle around with. There's an empty shelf down here, almost empty. This shelf of some of the board games that I don't really play. I mean, there's games here that I want to keep, right? But like these, I might be able to put in the closet, and that would give me 2 full shelves. This really doesn't have anything on it. It's just got the Doors of Durin and Bovadium fragments, which don't really belong there. So in theory, I've got 3 more shelves, but I also have a whole half a dozen Weta sculptures that I need to unbox and put on the shelves. Favorite Dwarven realm in LotRO? I think Erebor really is fantastic. They did a really good job. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like Khazad-dûm, but Erebor is even better. Yeah. And at the rate we're going, we'll get there. We'll get there. It may be a while, but we'll get to Erebor. We got to get through Mirkwood first. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Yeah, you're gonna get plenty of Sarah, Catherine. We not only did we add the episode with Mike Drought, but we extended Aldarian and Arendis by an extra episode. And so we were originally going to end our run after a total of 11 episodes, and now it's going to be after a total of 13 episodes before James comes on, and I think we're lined up to do 11 Questions After Nightfall, 4 Tal Elmar, and 6 History of Galadriel and Celeborn. And then block 3, I'm working that out right now. I was talking with Matt. He might not be able to do all of it, so probably Matt for some, Dawn for some others. Can you roam freely in the game or unlock sections? That is a very good question. You're talking about, I mean, with Lord of the Rings Online, there are some regions that you can't realistically get to. I would say once you're a certain level, you can pretty much roam freely, but other areas, it's far too dangerous to do that. Yeah. Hello hello, sit-ins for this. Sit-ins for Sithis. Hello from the Netherlands. Max Verstappen. Yeah, it'll be both, Katie. I think it'll be both. I think I might have to move the order around because I feel like the Hunt for the Ring is probably I don't know. Disaster of the Gladden Fields is actually probably more in Matt's wheelhouse, in which case I would do a QAN, Disaster of the Gladden Fields, and maybe an interview. And then that would leave the Hunt for the Ring and the Druidine with Dawn. I definitely want Dawn with me to do the Druidine, and I want Matt with me to do the Disaster of the Gladden Fields. So the question is, which one of them is going to do Hunt for the Ring? Oh yeah, I've been a Max fan for years. I mean, I'm Formula One first and foremost, but I was a Max fan before he won his first world championship. I missed something. What did I do wrong? Katie's got my name in all caps. Was it because I said something about Max? Yeah. Oh, it should be a good season. It's just having to adjust things on the fly with the schedule and trying to figure out how to line things up. It's been a little bit more chaotic than usual. I'm excited to say that Sean and I are still on target to do 6 episodes at the end of the year. Questions After Nightfall, and 3 episodes on the Astari and 2 on the Palantiri. Oh no, not Airplane Facts with Max, though I do like him. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you mentioned Netherlands. The first thing I'm going to think of, besides, of course, The Hague, is Max Verstappen. I remember Joss. Yep. I remember fire extinguishers and Joss. More shelves. Let me just say, with the shelves, these I like these. These are the string shelves. They are not the cheapest. They should be, for crying out loud. They're just wire panels and wood boards. But I love the way they get it. The way they're installed is super simple. Each one of these large panels has 2, I think 2. So there's 2, 4, 6. There's like maybe 10 holes on that wall, right? 2 holes for each of the 5 vertical panels. And then you can just stagger the shelves however you want. Super easy. All friendly, of course. Yeah, super excited to be able to work with Sean again. It's always a privilege to have him back. But I just got to say, and as I've said this before with each of the co-hosts, I'm so glad for every one of them, because they each bring something different to the show, and it's been so good to have really extra insights, extra and different angles of approach. So it's been really, really wonderful. Find the Master Stone. Yeah. Wait a minute. Why would we dredge the Anduin? I mean, we're not civil engineers. But we would agree that the Master Stone is unlikely to have, it doesn't exactly float. What else floats on water? Palantiri! No, they do not float. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been a fun one. We'll be back again. Oh, the Gladden Fields. That is always such a heart-wrenching story, like he finally got it. Isildur finally knew and understood. That's why I just feel like movie Isildur got short shrift. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting one. But thank you so much for joining me today, folks. We'll be back on Tuesday. That would be Tuesday hold on a minute. Got a crazy busy calendar there for a second. All right. Yeah, Tuesday the 4th. So we will see you all then. And thanks again for joining. So hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we will see you all soon. Thanks so much, everyone.